What's going on, my fellow collectors? I'm back again with a brief review. Just wanted to give my thoughts on my new DX 2.0 Joker figure. I have the original Joker DX01, and it was the beginning of Hot Toys doing different things with their 1/6 figures with the PERS system and stuff like that, giving extra added accessories and extra outfits. It really put a smile on collectors' faces to be able to get figures like this. And now this is the latest. This is the redone. And at first, when I first heard the news, I'm like, how are you going to redo the DX01? And I was just like, you know what, bad idea. But when they said Kato is doing the tailoring, that changed my opinion all around. Because I'm like, what? Kato is doing the tailoring? And I never owned a Kato suit, but I'd like to dibble and jump on Sideshow Freaks from time to time. And one day I stumbled across Kato's outfits on there, and I checked out his whole web page, man, and I just was blown away what this guy can do into a 1/6 scale for clothing. I mean, his leather jackets, oh my gosh. So, when they said he was doing a tailoring of this new 2.0, I was all on it. I was all for it and everything. And it's finally here. Finally in my clutches, I have the DX 2.0, and here is the box, baby. Purple, vibrant box, jumping right at ya. I love this color scheme that they picked for the design of the Joker's outfit. Love that little logo that he usually uses with his card. This is an exclusive. The only time I buy exclusives is from Sideshow. Well, that's the only time I usually buy from Sideshow, unless they got like a super sale on something. But there was damage on the box right here, as you can see, which is very, very disappointing because, this is top dollar for this figure I paid. And you would think that Sideshow will want to protect their collector's, actual collectible box that goes with your figure. But no, you have to spend extra money and ask them. From what I'm told, you have to ask them to give that extra protection. And, these are the big dogs that's out there. I mean, companies is actually going out of business because of Sideshow. And here it is. They can't just be, considerate to their collectors and have extra protection. Shame. Bad Sideshow. Bad. With that being said, you open up the box and bang, baby, you see this ha ha ha. It's right all up in your face. You see the why so serious. Very, very classic boxes. DX boxes are always classic and very, elegant looking, and I have no complaints with the design of the box. I like how they keep the DX boxes traditional with the heavy, cardboard and magnet side door, as you can see. So very, very cool that they're keeping it kind of traditional with these DX boxes. Let's jump on to the accessories. And here we have it, the accessories. You get oodles and oodles and oodles of hands. Love when Hot Toys gives us the hands, guys. You know me, I like to express the pose with different hand scopes, and this is the perfect way to do it, is when they give you enough. And these hands are lovely, beautiful, beautiful artistic type hand gestures, as you can see. I mean, and you also get ungloved hands, which is also definitely an added bonus, as you can see. I don't think the original actually had too many, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I actually opened up the DX01. But, just cool hand scopes. And they are using a more thinner type style hand compared to the other action figures. The paint applications are superb, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flesh tones that's done with these hands, as you can see. With dirty type of looking fingernails. I mean, they really put that thing down with these hand scopes. Can't stress that enough. Then as you can see on the lower part, we get the interrogation room, which looks like a nice quality board. Very heavy with weight. I'm not going to open it up until I actually get my 2.0 actually displayed in its home. So I'm going to leave it at that. We get a a short nose, looks like a sawed-off shotgun. Weathering is done pretty well. A little bit of actual extra weathering, as you can see, is going into this. As you can see all around the actual barrel. I think you can pull this back. Yes, you can. See? Nice mechanics with this short nose shotgun. Then we have the other accessories. Look at this. This is what you call nice pocket accessories. And this is what actually just gives you that oomph of collecting 1/6 figures. I mean, it just makes collecting 1/6 figures a joy, because this is why we get into these things here, guys. The awesome added detail shrunken down into this size is just amazing. Check out the cuffs, actual using cards that you can use for your figure, money. I mean, the cuffs I think is metal or close to like a metal type finish. Same with the actual butterfly knife. Everything actual works. The stiletto knife looks like, you can push it up and down. Potato looking type cutter or apple cutter. 1/6 scale size pencil boot blades, which are actual metal. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. Wow. Such loveliness, all you get with this DX. Then another added part is the actual extra head sculpt. Look at that, guys. I mean, the face just screams like he's saying, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha. Cool paint applications. This is like the paint is fading from his face from after having a long day of being a Joker. I mean, the makeup is smearing on his eye area. Lovely facial expressions with the facial lines that brings out the smile even stronger. The teeth is just grimy and nasty, like all he drinks is coffee 24/7 with 20 packs of cigarettes a month. Definitely awesome work here, guys, by Hot Toys with the face sculpt. They put their thing down on this bad boy. Then you have the table set, which is one of the sad parts that kind of knocks the score. I don't want to say knock the score down, but a shame, because Hot Toys are like the kings of 1/6 figures on the market, and this is just beautiful razor sharp type detailing that's going into this interrogation room table. Beautiful paint applications. You can see weathering on a chair and everything. Done pretty well. Even at the bottom of where the feet would be, that's just lovely. They got rubber, so when you put the chair down on glass or whatever surfaces it is, you don't hear nothing. See that? Pretty cool. But like I was saying, one of the sad parts is that they don't give you a LED light. They could have did that. Hot Toys has put LED lights in the smallest of things, like a Predator's mask to a Avengers suitcase. Why not put an LED light in that thing? You guys got the power to do it. Why not wow your customers? Make them want to come back. Even though this figure will make you want to come back, but still, this will make your customers want to stay loyal and know that Hot Toys are the kings to adding small details and stuff like that. But they didn't do it. They didn't add the LED light, so it's just a shame. But it is magnetized. That's nice. So it stays on this particular spot. I don't think you can articulate it, which is pretty cool, somewhat. So only thing that's missing is the light. I hear customs out there can do it, but the Hot Toys didn't do it. With that being said, if you were fortunate enough to grab an exclusive, you got this bomb right here. Well, not a bomb, it's the detonator that was towards the end of the Dark Knight movie. Cool details into that thing, as you can see. And then you got the Grumpy mask, which I think makes an exclusive perfect when you add like cool accessories, like extra accessories like this. Not some little cheesy stand that you can stand the figure on. No, I mean something actual cool where you can actually make another figure. And this isn't accurate at all to the movie, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea that you can really, do something with the mask instead of it just sitting on the side. You can actually make a grumpy figure, and if you got the bank robber Joker, it would just go perfectly. I will be looking for accessories to kind of really build this figure and take it to another level. So definitely stay tuned to that in the future. But again, the mask has beautiful details and all. Nice scratches and scrapes on the paint of the mask. Just awesome. And he's actually sporting the Joker's actual, looks like another handgun, like a 9 or type of Glock type style, which is pretty cool. And you can cock it back. All the goodness that Hot Toys usually brings when it comes to their weapons for 1/6 figures. But yeah, so that's that. Now let's run on to the Joker. And bang, here is the Joker, guys. This guy is superb. Definitely a superb figure. Can't stress that enough. Everything is done so well and shrunken down into a 1/6 scale. Like I actually have a Heath Ledger version of the Joker in my crib, just chilling, shrunken down into a 1/6 scale size, with such razor sharp tailoring done by Hot Toys. They really copied the blueprints of Kato's work down lovely. I never owned the Kato suit, so I can't really say what is different from the original type Kato Joker suit, but I've seen pictures and this looks pretty damn close to what he was replicating into his 1/6 scale. Everything is done well. I love these shoes, and which I never seen in any other Kato's work. I never seen real type fabric shoes like this before. So that's an added plus to see that. Just the detailing of it all compared to the original shoes, you can't even compare them. You can't compare these shoes to the original because these are like the real thing to me. I actually want to buy a pair of these shoes now. But then you got the socks, color socks, which is typical. The pants is cut different from the DX01. They're a slight bit more baggy. Well, I don't want to say baggy, but a little more of a looser type fit than more of a, of a straight leg type fit. You have inner details with the chain, which is gold now instead of it being silver like the original DX01. It's gold, which I hear is more movie accurate. This beautiful vibrant orange, like a satin type lining for the jacket, which I hear is movie accurate. Razor sharp type detailings when it comes to the buttons of the jacket. The way the jacket just falls is just very lovely. It drapes so naturally, as you can see. Superb figure. Just beautiful details on the buttons, outer buttons, which you have to be very, very careful because these things fall very easy. Even inner buttons on the blazer on the inside of the jacket. And this jacket does pick up lint pretty well. So, just be careful how you're touching it and handling it. But you can see a little bit of lint on mine. But the inner blazer is done pretty well. When I took this jacket off, I was just amazed. Like, wow, look at the cut around the back and everything. The vest, one little problem. I don't like how it's cut right there because it opens, and when you see the original Kato suit, it's like even more closer to the ab area. So, I'm sure you can probably customize that. That's just a little small problem. Besides that, this thing is perfect, guys. With that being said, beautiful head sculpt done with this DX. They changed it all around. It's not the same head sculpt, new redesigned head sculpt of Heath Ledger, which captured the likeness even more stronger. Faded paint and, face makeup, I should say, around the eye area. The DX Purr's eyes works perfectly with this figure. Just the facial expression that he's using blows my mind. You can see Heath Ledger all the way up in there. Rest in peace, Heath. The way the cut of the shirt, it doesn't lay perfect how you want it, but even though it still looks natural, even if it looks kind of crazy like it is now. But the cut is perfect. With that being said, guys, Awesome Machine Gun weathered very well. I gotta go. That's my time. Peace.